In this video, I'll be talking about Dataverse table export. Now, how do you export a Dataverse table in Microsoft Power Apps? Now, there are multiple ways to export Dataverse table. Now, you can do that using make.powerapps interface. So, one of the option is to export directly the model-driven app table. So, take for example, if you are in make.powerapps interface, you can navigate to a specific table and then you can export it directly, or maybe you can go into model driven app. Okay, and if the model driven app is utilizing the desired table which you want, then you can export from there. Then there is an XRM Toolbox tools which are available, which you can make use of to export the data. Now here we are talking about exporting the schema as well as the data, and there are other techniques as well, like through API or through some other coding related techniques. I'm just going to cover about the model driven app export and the default out of the box export available for Dataverse table. Export action gives you basically a zip file containing CSV records. Okay, the export contains schema and data for a table. Direct export does not contain all the columns or data. So what happens when you use make.powerapps interface and then you start exporting the data, it will not contain all the columns or data which is required by you. Then the alternative for that is maybe you need to provision a model driven app or pick up specific column, okay, for your model driven app, uh, and then you can selectively export the data. Now this is just a sample example. What I did is, like, I just exported the data and then it will give you a zip file, and then in the zip file you will have one CSV, and then if you open the CSV file, it will have all the uh, record for your specific table. uh, Export data, this is the option which you need to select either from the top ribbon bar or in the context menu when you access the table. You can open in Excel online when you use a model driven app. So in this example, what I've done is I've created a model driven app against a specific Dataverse table and then started using one by one functionality, like open in Excel online, static worksheet page only, and dynamic worksheet. Okay, so there are multiple ways through which you can export the data, and then we are going to cover all these things in the demo. Okay, so let's jump into the demo. So here, okay, so I'm in make.powerapps interface. So first thing what you need to do is, like, select the right environment which you where your tables are stored. Okay, now, once you select the tables, here you can select the desired table, okay, for which you want to export. Or maybe if you do not select, then what happens is, like, if you select on export and if you click on export data, then it will ask you to select the table. Okay, so you can select the table, which it will list down all the table which is available in the current environment, and you select the table, and then on basis of that selection, it will start exporting the record. Okay, so it will give you basically a zip file, and the zip file will contain CSV. So as you see over here, it is listed down all the table. So I can select maybe an account table or an address table, okay, or an activity table, and then I can do an export. Now remember, there is no multi selection right over here, so you cannot multi select. So even if you hold control or shift, you will not be able to select multiple records. So if I select account over here, or if I have a custom table somewhere down, I can even select that as well. So I have this table called as basketball sports, so I can select that, and then I need to go up and then I'll click on export data. Okay, so this is one of the way. Now alternatively, if you do not want to use that, then what you can do, you can select your desired table. Say, take for example, this is my table. I'll just select this in the context menu, I'll click on export and then click on export data. Right, so this is the second way. Third way is, so let's pick up our table. So my table is a custom table which is basketball sport. So what I'm going to do, I'm go inside the table and then I will use the export function. Okay, so you can go from multiple ways, okay, to export the data. Now if I click on export data over here, then what happens, again the same interface will come up. Now this time you have already selected the table, so it won't ask you for the table selection, so it knows the context. And once that context is given to the export uh, code, then what happens is your table will get automatically selected, and it will directly ask you to export the records. Okay, so it says basketball sports was exported successfully. Click the link below to download the exported data. So it has already done that export. So I'll click on download exported data. Now it has given you a zip file. Okay, so let me open this in a folder. Now if you see here, this is a folder, exported file. So let me do a right click and say extract all, and I'll just extract here. Okay, so this is the folder which is extracted. Now if I open the CSV file, then it will show me uh, the record, the schema, as well as the data in it. Okay, but if you see over here, what has happened, it has given me an ID column, it has given me an import sequence, the custom column name, status code, state code, time zone, UTC, version number, owning business unit. Okay, so it has given me around uh, 9 columns. Okay, but this table has more than that. Okay, so how do I confirm that? So what I do is I'll go back to the table again, and then if I see this column, okay, if you see this column, it has got 17 more, so that means it has 19 columns, but it has given me just 9 columns. Okay, so if you do want to have those selective column export, then what you need to do is I found an alternative way whereby you can create an app. Okay, so I've already created an app for say one of the table. Okay, so let me show you that application. So if I go to apps, then here you will see an app which is basketball app. Okay, so you can go inside basketball app and then you can download the record. Now on a similar term, what I've done is like I have another table called as commonwealth. Okay, now again on basis of that table, I've created an app called as com nations app. Okay, so if I just show you that application how it looks, so this is how the application looks like, com nation app, and it is pointing to a commonwealth table. Okay, so let me show you the table as well. If I go to the custom, then here you will have commonwealth nations table. Okay, commonwealth nations table has more than 27 records, okay, inside it. And as you see over here, it has 16 columns, right? So 14 more and plus 2. If you do an export, you will get again 9 columns, right? But that's we don't want. So what we can do is we have created this table. Okay, now within a table we can create different views, right? So here against a table, if I click on view over here, I can create a new view. Okay, and I'll call it as Girish view, and then I'll have a selective column within that particular view. So I'll say I want a name, created by, created on, modified by, modified on, status reason. Okay, so this is the only column which I want. Okay, all good. I'll just click save and publish, and I'll just refresh my model driven app. So once it is saved, it should be showing me Girish view. And if I see the Girish view, I'll just close the Copilot over here, and I'll be able to see all the columns. Okay, now here what I can do, I can go to export to Excel. Now if you see, export to Excel has a sub menu, and I can click on open in Excel online, static worksheet page only, dynamic worksheet, dynamic pivot table. Okay, now if you see this record over here, this particular view over here, it has 27 rows, right? 27 rows over here. Now I have an option over here. What I can do, I can click on settings, I can click on personalization settings, and I can say records per page. I've selected 25 records per page, or I can select 50 records per page. So depending on your record, you can set your records per page. Now why this is important is because whatever is shown in the page, that will only get exported if you select this option. So there is an option called a static worksheet page only. Okay, so it will only download the records which is available within the page. However, if you select open in Excel online, Then what happens is like this particular Dataverse table will get exported in Excel online, and this is the column which you wanted. Then you can save this. Okay, so once you save this, then that means you have technically exported your Dataverse record into an Excel table. Okay, so it says data submitted for import. Let me click on track progress, and then it has given into some service, and then once it is done, it will be downloaded into your system. So it has already been submitted. Okay, so this is one option. Second option is I can open a static worksheet. Okay, so the instruction says export the data to a static worksheet with record from all pages in the current view. So it is not limited to the first page, but it is for all the pages. So it has already downloaded this. So as you see over here, it is already downloaded. So if I go into the folder, I can click on Girish view, and then you should see the desired column as an export. Okay, so this is a third way to export. Then there is another way to export is if you click on export to Excel, then static worksheet page only, so it will only download the record which is available within this page. Okay, so if the page length is 25, then it will download 25 records and not 27 records. Okay, so if you open this file, then you should be able to see this information. Now as you see over here, there are only 25 records in this particular table, right? Now if you see the previous export, it had 27 records, right? Because the first row is of the header, right? So that's a difference. So if you export in the form of a static worksheet but page only, then it will only display 25 records or any record which you have configured in the settings. But static worksheet will download all the record. Then there is a concept of dynamic worksheet. Now think about it. Now you have configured all the columns on your views, right? Now dynamic worksheet, how it works is like first it will ask you to select the table. Okay, so my table is Commonwealth nations. Okay, now out of this, if I just want Commonwealth nation and who has created it, okay, and I'll select rest other options away, I'll click on export. Then what it has done, it has exported an Excel document. However, it has now selected only two columns. Okay, so depending on your requirement, now again it's a subset of the view. Okay, so if you want a subset of your view and if you want to pick and choose the column, then go for this option. Now in all this export, as you see over here, this all this table structure looks bit different, depending on your export. Now if you see this color of the header, and if you see the color of this header and the color of this header, it's all different. Okay, so depending on your need, depending on your requirement, you can do that. Now also there is another option which is export to Excel and dynamic pivot table. Now here again the same option. If you click on dynamic pivot table and if you're using pivot Excel in your code, then definitely this is a good option. You can again pick and choose, and then you can export the record. So these are like multiple ways through which you can export a Dataverse table. Now there is another option called as run report. If you have a report attached to a Dataverse table, then you can run that report. This is basically a SQL Server reporting services kind of interface report. Then out of that, you can also save that report once it is run as a PDF or an Excel or any other format. Okay, so there are multiple different ways through which you can export the record. So just to summarize, what we have seen is that using make.powerapps interface, you can export the Dataverse table. However, that will not contain all the columns required for your say usage. Then you may need to provision a separate model driven app, which will take just like a minute for you to just create a separate model driven app. And once you have a model driven app in this format, then you can make use of export to Excel functionality to export the Dataverse table records in different format, different choices, etc. Right? So that's it, folks. This is how you basically do an export in Dataverse tables. Thanks for watching.